Welcome to the summary of book, The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Let's be real, mornings are tough for most of us. We hit snooze. We scroll social media. We rush through breakfast, already feeling behind. But Robin Sharma flips the script in the 5 a.m. Club, showing us how the early morning hours can become the most powerful part of your day and your life. This book isn't just about waking up early. It's about creating a legendary morning routine that transforms your mindset, health, productivity, and success. The core idea is simple: own your morning. Elevate your life. Robin Sharma introduces this message through a fictional story about a struggling artist and entrepreneur who meet a mysterious billionaire mentor. As dramatic as that setup sounds, it's packed with real, actionable lessons. And the first lesson is this: waking up at 5 a.m. gives you a head start on the world. While everyone else is sleeping, you have quiet time to grow, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Sharma explains that great lives don't happen by accident. They happen when you stop living reactively and start living intentionally, especially in those first few hours of the day. And that's where his 20/20/20 formula comes in. Here's what it looks like. A first 20 minutes: move, sweat, run, stretch. Get your body moving and wake up your brain. This triggers dopamine and serotonin, those feel-good chemicals that put you in a peak state. A second 20 minutes: reflect, journal, meditate, plan your day, think deeply. This is your time to connect with your goals and your why. A third 20 minutes: grow, read, listen to a podcast, watch something educational, feed your brain with knowledge that pushes you forward. This 60-minute routine is what Sharma calls the victory hour. Do it daily and it compounds over time, just like interest in a bank. Except now you're investing in you. He also introduces something called the twin cycles of elite performance. The idea? You need focused periods of hard work followed by real recovery. That means it's not just about grinding non-stop. It's about having rhythms, just like elite athletes. And guess what fuels that rhythm? A powerful morning. But Sharma is clear: this isn't easy. Your old habits will fight you. Your comfort zone will scream at 5 a.m. And that's where most people give up. But those who push through the discomfort, who stick with it for 66 days, that's the length he gives for habit formation, experience results most people never will. So what's the key message here? The key message is that you're one morning away from a completely different life, and waking up early isn't about the time. It's about who you become in those quiet hours before the world wakes up. So now you know the secret weapon of high performers. They wake up early, they protect their mornings, and they follow a structure that builds their mind, body, and spirit. But how do you actually make this a habit when your whole body wants to hit snooze? That's where Robin Sharma brings in one of the most important tools in the book: the habit installation protocol. Here's the deal: most people fail to build habits because they don't realize change has phases. Sharma breaks it into 3 simple stages. 1. Destruction, days 1 to 22. This is the hardest part. You're breaking old patterns. Your body and brain resist. It feels uncomfortable, even painful. But this is where growth begins. 2. Installation, days 23 to 44. You've destroyed the old, now you're installing the new. It's still hard. But your mind starts adapting. The effort becomes more automatic. 3. Integration, days 45 to 66. The habit becomes part of your identity. You're no longer forcing it, you are it. This is where the compound effect kicks in. Sharma says most people quit in the destruction phase. But if you can push through the pain of early change, your new habit becomes unstoppable. And it's not just about waking up early. This system works for any life change: fitness, finances, mindset, focus. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest enemies of growth: distraction. The modern world is filled with noise: social media, emails, endless notifications. Sharma calls this the digital dementia era. Our brains are constantly reacting instead of creating. His solution? The tight bubble of total focus. This is your protected zone, free from distractions, negativity, and noise. Your morning routine lives here. So does your deep work. You don't let just anyone or anything in. Think of it as a sacred space that allows you to operate like a true professional. Because, as Sharma says, an addiction to distraction is the death of your creative production. And to protect this bubble, you need a nighttime routine too. Why? Because waking up at 5 a.m. doesn't start in the morning, it starts the night before. He recommends turning off screens by 8 p.m., no heavy meals or alcohol late at night, a calming ritual, journaling, reading, gratitude, or sleeping by 10 p.m. to get your full 7 to 8 hours. That's how you protect your genius, by respecting your rest. Another key idea here is identity transformation. You can't just do the 5 a.m. routine, you need to see yourself as the kind of person who does it. That shift in mindset makes everything easier. So what's the message from this? The key message is, change feels hard not because you're weak, but because it's working. Stick with it. Protect your focus. Guard your nights. Show up early, not just for productivity but to reconnect with who you are becoming. This point, you know how the early morning gives you power. You've learned about the 20/20/20 formula, habit building, and the danger of distraction. Now let's talk about what you do with all that energy and clarity. This part of the book dives deep into world-class performance, because waking up early is not the end goal. It's the foundation. Robin Sharma says, all change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. So once your 5 a.m. habit is in place, you start living on a different level. Not just working more, but working smarter. Not just achieving more, but creating work that matters. One key concept here is the 4 interior empires. Most people only focus on mindset, but Sharma explains that true greatness comes from balancing all 4 of these. 1. Mindset, your thoughts, beliefs, and mental strength. 2. Heartset, your emotional health and ability to heal and love. 3. Healthset, your physical health, energy, and vitality. 4. Soulset, your spirituality, purpose, and connection to something bigger. Neglect any one of these, and your performance suffers. That's why the 5 a.m. routine includes movement, reflection, and learning. It strengthens all 4 empires, every single morning. Next, Sharma introduces the 10 tactics of lifelong genius, practical tools used by billionaires, top athletes, and artists to stay at the top of their game. A few of the most powerful are the 90/90/1 rule. For the next 90 days, spend the first 90 minutes of your workday on your single most valuable project. No distractions, no multitasking, just deep, focused work. The 60/10 method. Work with intense focus for 60 minutes, then rest for 10. This trains your brain to go deep without burning out. The second wind workout. A light evening workout to boost your energy, improve sleep, and squeeze in one more win for the day. The weekly design system. Block out time every Sunday to plan your week, review goals, and align with your purpose. Don't start your week by reacting, design it with intention. These tactics aren't hard. What's hard is consistency. And that's why the 5 a.m. habit becomes so valuable, because it gives you a daily space to reset, realign, and recommit. Another deep truth in this section: adversity is part of the process. Sharma shares how every great achiever has faced doubt, pain, setbacks, and fear, but they use their mornings to process and grow through it. Because when the world is quiet at 5 a.m., your soul can speak. That's where healing happens. That's where purpose lives. So what's the message here? The message is, success is not just about hustle. It's about inner mastery. Elevate your thoughts, your heart, your health, and your purpose, and you'll not just achieve more, you'll become more. By now, it's clear. This book isn't really about an alarm clock. It's about taking control of your life before the world gets a chance to distract you. Robin Sharma ends the 5 a.m. Club with a powerful message. You can't win the day if you don't win the morning. The people who truly rise to greatness, artists, CEOs, changemakers, they all protect their mornings like their lives depend on it. Because in a way they do. In these final chapters, Sharma talks about the ultimate goal, living your life as a masterpiece. He urges you to stop chasing someone else's version of success and start becoming the hero of your own story. Not by doing more, but by becoming more. And that starts when you choose discipline over distraction, growth over comfort, and purpose over popularity. One of his final tools is the joy as a GPS principle. You're not meant to grind all day, every day. Yes, excellence takes effort, but joy isn't the enemy of success. It's the fuel. So ask yourself, what brings me alive? What makes me proud of who I'm becoming? What would I do if I wasn't afraid? These aren't just soft questions, they're core strategy questions. Because success that's built without joy and alignment eventually collapses. Sharma also emphasizes legacy. When you wake up early, guard your focus, build your mind, body, and spirit, you're not just improving your day. You're shaping your future. And more importantly, you're impacting the people around you. Your kids watch. Your team watches. The world watches. And when you show up as your best self every morning, you become someone others can rely on, learn from, and be inspired by. But here's the truth. You won't always feel motivated. You won't always feel ready. That's why systems beat feelings. And the 5 a.m. routine is your system. If you fall off, get back on. If you skip a day, start fresh tomorrow. You're not aiming for perfect, you're aiming for progress. So what's the final message from part 4? Your life won't change in a day. But it can change because of a single decision, waking up at 5 a.m. and choosing to live intentionally. And if you keep showing up, day after day, habit after habit, you won't just join the 5 a.m. club. You'll build the life you were born to live. This is the end of the summary of the book. Please subscribe for more book summaries.